In this video we're going to look at creating dashboards in 1BizApp. A dashboard is simply a graphical interface that displays the current status of some data. The beauty of dashboards in 1BizApp is that they can be created using the filters you have in your system, so their possibilities are endless. You're not restricted in any way. You can create any number of filters and each can be used to display either a graph or a metric. We will see this in practice in a moment. Filters are created on customers, jobs, projects and tasks. If you are not sure how to do this, have a look at the filters video. When you install 1BizApp, we supply you with 3 standard dashboards, one of which we're going to have a look at now. The first dashboard, and the one we're going to create together, is the financial dashboard. When you start a new dashboard, either create one from scratch or clone an existing one. If you edit and change one of the standard supplied dashboards, it'll be changed forever. To create a new dashboard, go into Reporting, then click on Create New Dashboard. New dashboard is created. Let's rename it to Financial Dashboard. Dashboards are made up of a number of widgets. These can be arranged in any way you like. We create them one at a time, then organize them in our dashboard. All widgets are based on sales, which are special widgets, or tasks, jobs, or contacts. Tasks, jobs and contacts can either be a number, a KPI, or a graph. The first graph we've chosen is historical sales. This is a graph of paid and outstanding invoices. Note, for this to work properly, the invoices should be reconciled in 1BizApp, otherwise they will never be displayed as paid. We've also selected to just display the past 12 months data. The next widget we're going to put on the dashboard will be based around customers. So we select Customer Bar Chart. The default filter is applied as standard. Change this to the Customers Who Owe Money filter and change the data to display to Account Balance and display this by name. We now have a bar chart of all customers and how much they owe. Different colours show how overdue their bills are. Rename the widget and it's ready to reposition. Pick it up using the tab at the bottom of the screen as shown. Drag it to the middle and place it on the right hand arrow. It's then positioned on the right hand side next to the first widget. Our third widget is a task KPI. Change the filter to Chargeable Tasks, Not Invoiced. This time we're going to reposition it by picking up the header bar and place it as shown. All these widgets can be moved around as you like. Rearrange them until you get a look that you like. The data in the widgets refreshes itself every 3 minutes, so will always be up to date. Rename our new widget Not Invoiced. Sometimes in KPIs low numbers are good, sometimes they're bad. Volumes of sales is good to be a high number, orders lost is bad to be a high number, so the dashboard gives you the option to do either, and also sets the thresholds at whatever you like. Our next KPI is task-based. It's the not invoiced chargeable tasks again, but this time we're displaying the number of hours. Again, position the widget as required. Next, choose a job bar chart. By default, this is displayed by stage, but we want to see the data sorted by type, so here we can see the different types of jobs and their volumes. You can also see the net and gross value for their work. Rename and then reposition the widget. Now our dashboard is complete. Save it. It will be called Financial Dashboard. Once saved, all of the editing buttons will disappear. To edit the dashboard again, click on the cogwheel as shown. Our final editing and repositioning can be done now. The other buttons here are the duplicate button, which duplicates the current dashboard, and the delete button. This permanently deletes the current template. There is a concept of dashboard rotation in 1BizApp. Every 3 minutes the data either refreshes or looks for the next dashboard. In edit mode, pull down the heading until you can see the next dashboard drop down. If there are other dashboards in the system, you can select one. Then, instead of refreshing the data, the next dashboard will be loaded. You then have to edit the second dashboard to point back to the first dashboard. So you now have a loop. Each time data is displayed, it is the latest data in the system. Now you are happy with your setup, you can maximize the screen and even place it on a second monitor. As we said earlier, there are standard dashboards supplied. We have added them here. Go into each of them in turn and create a loop going on to the next. When you get to the end, point the last dashboard back to the first. Move to a second monitor and let it run. This completes our tour of dashboards. We hope you found it useful. Feel free to experiment and select targets and KPIs and graphs to suit your company's requirements.